Here are the top breaking news for today, being on the 24th of July 2026. Politics. State Police Bill passes House of Reps. The House of Representatives officially passed the Constitution Alteration Bill to establish state police across Nigeria. The bill achieved the required two-thirds majority vote, though it sparked a walkout by minority chaos members who called for further refinement of the legal framework. Presidency defends reforms. Speaking to the UN delegation in Abuja, President Bola Tinubu affirmed that ongoing economy and governance reforms are yielding global credibility, assuring citizens that the country has passed the darkest tunnel toward economic recovery. Electoral preparedness. Ahead of upcoming elections, INEC urged relocated citizens not to attempt multiple registrations and reiterated that financial autonomy remains crucial for seamless poll administration. Security. Massive military expansion approved. President Tinubu approved expanding the Nigerian Army structure from 8 to 12 divisions, alongside recruiting 28,000 new personnel to boost operational capacity nationwide. Casualties in Zamfara attack. The official death roll from a brutal attack on local farmers in Zamfara State rose to 23 as security operations continue in the region. Border control measures. Kwara State initiated tighter border surveillance partnerships with federal immigration agencies to tackle illegal cross-border movement and trafficking. Economy and business. US imposes tariffs on Nigerian goods. The United States placed a 12.5% tariff on selected imports from Nigeria, alleging deficiencies in enforcing bans on goods tied to forced labor. Dangote Refinery rescues $2.5 billion investment. Dangote Refinery successfully completed a landmark $2.5 billion private equity placement, bolstering industrial capital. Global oil sparks. With crude oil approaching $100 per barrel globally, market analysts warn of looming upward pressure on domestic fuel, food, and transport costs. Lagos bond approval. The Lagos State House of Assembly approved a 200 billion naira bond issuance to fund key urban infrastructure development. Education and health. Learn Fund student allowance disbursement. The Nigerian Education Loan Fund (NELFund) commenced paying June and July upkeep stipends to student beneficiaries, bolstered by newly allocated funds from EFCC recoveries. New UI Vice Chancellor. Professor Ola Makinde Olapegba has named the fourth Vice Chancellor of the University of Ibadan. Health system awareness. Public health experts highlighted the risk of delayed dental care in Nigeria, urging earlier intervention to prevent manageable conditions from becoming medical emergencies. Infrastructure and aviation. Enugu Air incident at Benin Airport. An Enugu Air flight carrying 86 passengers suffered a runway excursion during landing due to high drop landing at Benin Airport. All passengers and crew escaped unhurt, and the Nigerian Safety Investigation Bureau has opened a probe. Osun flyover closure. Osun State officials temporarily closed a newly constructed flyover following concerns raised over structural defects. State airlines expansion. Kano State announced plans to launch a state-owned commercial airline within the next 12 months to drive regional aviation and job creation. Entertainment and culture. Nigeria Prize for Literature 2026. 11 prominent poets advanced to the shortlist competing for the prestigious $100,000 NLNG Literature Prize. Youth Skill Initiatives. World Youth Skills Day programs across Lagos kicked off with broad community training efforts focused on vocational arts and sustainable mining initiatives. Foreign affairs. UAE tightens visa rules. The United Arab Emirates introduced stricter entry protocols for Nigerian travelers and officially banned transit visas. Global digital policy. Vice President Kashim Shettima called for a unified African coalition to secure stronger representation in global digital policy and governance frameworks. Other top news for today. Politics. The House of Representatives reportedly passed the State Police Bill with 311 votes, a major step in Nigeria's constitutional reform process. The National Assembly is continuing work on amendments to the Electoral Act ahead of the 2027 general elections. President Tinubu has submitted nominations for an INEC commissioner and the NAHCON chairman to the Senate for confirmation. Security. Just as usual, President Bola Tinubu approved a major expansion of the Nigerian Army from 8 to 12 divisions, with the recruitment of 28,000 additional soldiers to strengthen operations against insurgency, banditry, and kidnapping. Germany reaffirms its support for Nigeria's fight against terrorism and pledged continued cooperation on the regional security. Economy. The federal government is relying more on World Bank financing to support commercial programs aimed at cushioning the impact of economic reforms. Nigeria's inflation rate has reportedly fallen to 15.10% according to the recent official data. Dangote Refinery reportedly completed a $2.5 billion private equity placement, one of the biggest business stories of the week. Health. The Nigeria Center for Disease Control confirmed that 15 health workers contracted Lassa fever and urged stricter infection control measures. The Medical and Dental Consultants Association of Nigeria issued a 21-day ultimatum to the federal government warning of a proposed nationwide strike if their demands are not met. Education. The federal government fixed 12 years as the minimum age for admission into JSS1 under a new education policy intended to standardize school progression. Infrastructure. The federal government announced plans to train 5,000 people in smart meter management to support electricity reforms. Aviation Minister Festus Keyamo inspected facilities following a report fire incidents at Lagos Airport and ordered heightened vigilance. Entertainment and celebrity. A court granted Blessing CEO bail in her alleged 69 million naira fraud case. Nigerian music industry reports indicate that several artists are preparing a collaborative single generating attention in the entertainment sector. Foreign affairs. Vice President Kashim Shettima departed for an African Union summit in Ethiopia. Nigeria and Germany agreed to deepen cooperation on security and economic development. Nigeria is also moving ahead with plans for high-level political consultations with China to strengthen bilateral relations. These are all the breaking news we have for today, being on the 24th of July 2026. So please join the live stream while we debate on every categories, including who is capable to lead Nigeria as the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria come 2027 general election. And also know that Nigeria has diversity of cultures, traditions, tribes, ethnicity, religions, and so on and so forth. Please do not promote violence in any of this, neither should you promote hate in any of this, but instead let national unity, national peace, and national building be your number one priority. I remain the bitter truth, no time.